Hey everyone, welcome to the Teeny or Tinkers channel. I make ball jointed doll and craft related content, and today we are doing another knit with me. I did a sweater a while ago and a lot of you went and downloaded the pattern and followed along, and I'm really excited to see if anyone shares what they've made. But for now, I thought I might do another one. So we did the peach sweater in the last video, so that was like this cute kind of chunky ribbed oversized sweater, and I was thinking what would be really cute to go with that would be some cute ruffled shorts. So today we're going to make some MSD sized ruffled shorts. And same idea as last time, pattern is available for free on my website, so the link will be down below in the description if you want to follow along. Please note that I am not a professional pattern maker. I am doing my very best to make sure that they are readable and follow along with the bull. But yeah, there may be like small issues or something I didn't catch. Oh, and also that all patterns are created by me. I'm not like stealing anyone else's pattern. If there is a similar one out there, I don't know about it. So anyways, let's make some ruffle shorts. The patterns I'm sharing here are knit flat, and that's because a lot of the people who follow along with my Knit With Me's are new to knitting. So it's just easier for people to knit flat in a lot of cases. So that's why they're like that. I use round needles anyways because I just like how they fit in my hand. I just always use round needles, even when I knit flat. So I'm using a round needle. This is like a 3mm needle. They don't have the numbers on them. I'm pretty good at just gauging yarn size to needle size. Now the other sweater was a bit chunky and in the same weight of yarn, but I didn't want to use the same exact yarn, but if you're making a matching set, you 100% can. I'm going to use this like very thin chenille yarn, but this is still a baby weight / fingering weight yarn. I would not go above that. Otherwise you're going to really encounter like a chunky knit, and the ruffles aren't going to ruffle the way we want them to ruffle. So, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to knit this from the ruffles at the bottom of the legs. We're going to knit, well, the bottom of the shorts, and we're going to knit one leg and then knit the other leg, connect them, and then knit up to the waist and seam it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and this is going to seem like a wild amount of stitches, but we're going to cast on 100 stitches. And I know right now you're thinking 100 stitches for one leg, and if you've never made ruffles before, that is a valid response, but if you have, you will understand why. But anyways, 100 stitches. Okay, once you have your 100 stitches, for row 1 you're going to knit all the way across. So go ahead and knit all the way across those 100 stitches. Now that we have our knit all the way across, it is very long, that's okay. We're going to purl the whole way back. So yeah, sending it back for row 2, purl all the way across. For row 3, we're just going to knit back across. It is insanely long. It's going to be okay, I promise. This is the last long row on this leg. Anyways, knit all the way back across again. Okay, so at this point, the ruffle is about this long. That's long enough for the MSD size doll, so we are going to decrease it now. And we're going to do that by purling 1 and then purling 3 together. I'll show you a close-up of what that looks like in case you've never done it. So grab your purl, single purl. So when I say purl 3 together, I mean find 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Kind of see 3 stitches. And you're going to put your needle through all 3 of them. And you're going to purl it as if it's 1. And it's going to combine all of the stitches into one new stitch. So now I'm just going to do that all the way across. This can be a bit slow, especially if you've knit anything really tight, but it can also be a pain to get 3 stitches Because there's 100 stitches, that means the one we knit, and then 99, and 99 divided by 3 is 33. So at the end of this, we should have 34 stitches total on the needle. If they're all spread out, you're not going to really see the ruffle, but as soon as they are knit tighter together, we are going to have a very cute little ruffle situation going on. Okay, so here's where we can make a choice. If you want them to be like shorty short bloomers slash like kind of like booty short lounge shorts, we're going to knit across one time. If you would like them to be more like a slightly longer short, like something that might come like if you were a person, instead of being this long, might be like this long, you're going to knit across, purl across, knit across, like, and it's going to be 3 rows. Realistically, you can add as many knit, purl rows as you would like here to make the shorts the length you desire. But I'm just going to do one. So I'm just going to, for this video, knit across one time to kind of get all of those pieces kind of together where I want them to be. And like I said, there should be 34 stitches that you're knitting now, down from 100. Okay, so at this point, we're looking at something like this. Now this is essentially where it's just the ruffle at the bottom of the short. Again, like I said, and in the pattern, you can repeat to make the shorts a bit longer. But otherwise, what we're going to do at this point is move these to either a stitch holder, an alternate needle. So like in the pattern and at the beginning, I said, we're doing this one leg at a time. So you need a stitch holder if you have one, another needle. So if you're using a 3mm needle or 2 3mm needles, for example, you need a third one to move these stitches to while we knit the other leg. Okay. So for myself, because I'm using the round needle, I'm just going to slide them down the needle and start my second leg like right on top of those. But it depends on how you want to move them. In any sense, you're just going to move those stitches to the side, and I'm going to cut my yarn, leave like a 10cm tail maybe, and we can use that to reattach the pieces later. I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm just going to repeat what we just did. So rows 1 to 5, do it all over again, and we're going to make a second leg. Okay, so at this point I have my 2 sets of ruffles. So ruffles 1, ruffles 2. Mine are both facing the same way. If you're on a stitch holder, this is like inconsequential because you can pick it up however. But we are on a purl row. So what I'm going to do is purl across my 34 stitches for the first leg. And then I'm going to tie the tail. So this piece of yarn that I cut off here, we're going to tie that to the working yarn. And I'm probably going to do like a double or a triple knot. And then I'm going to continue with the working yarn that's attached to the ball and purl the rest of the way across. And this is going to connect the legs onto one piece. Here we go, all joined up. For row 7, because believe it or not, we're at row 7. In all of this, we're going to knit 2 together, knit 32, knit 2 together, knit 32, knit 2 together. And what this is basically doing is obviously knitting across, but with a double decrease on the front seam. So what would be up the front of the shorts, and then a single decrease across the back of the shorts. This is going to leave a little more room for the booty and a little less room in like the groin region where you wouldn't need it. So yeah, that's row 7. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to just purl back across the shorts, and then we will start row 9. So for row 9, it's very similar. So the idea for the next couple rows is the same as row 7. We're going to knit 2 together, knit across the leg, knit 2 together, knit across the leg, and then knit 2 together. Now, the number is different now, so it's knit 2 together, knit 29, knit 2 together, knit 30, knit 2 together, and that's because there was only one decrease in the front seam in the last row, so there's now an uneven amount of stitches, which we will correct in the next row. So anyways, row 9, knit 2 together, knit 29, knit 2 together, knit 30, knit 2 together, and then purl across, and I'll see you for row 11. All right, we're on row 11. We're going to knit 2 together, knit 29, knit 2 together, knit 28, knit 2 together, and then purl back across. And then that will bring us to row 13, where it will switch up ever so slightly. All right, row 13. So as you can see, we're still quite low as far as how high this sits on the doll. It's only like an inch high maybe at this point. So we're gonna do a set of knit across, purl across for rows 13 and 14. Now we're on row 15. We are going to be decreasing, like I said, evenly across the body. You should have 60 stitches on your needles, I guess. So we're going to evenly across the body decrease. So we're going to knit 5, knit 2 together, knit 5, knit 2 together, all the way across. So it should be 10 times, essentially, we do that. And again, purl back across the other way. Cute. The next row is very similar. This time it's knit 4, knit 2 together, all the way across. And that should like align our decreases together so they look, hello, not very funky. And then we'll just purl back across. Yeah, but we're starting to get some height on the shorts now. Last time for one of these, knit 3, knit 2 together, knit 3, knit 2 together all the way across, and purl back, and then we can start on the ribbing for the waistband. We are at the point now where it's time for the waistband and the ribbing. It is still a little wide for a pair of shorts, so there is one more round of decrease as we set up the ribbing. So we're going to knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 2 together, all the way across. I forgot to mention, but that repeat of ribbing should happen 5 times, and it should look like this when you're done. The good news is that was the last decrease, and now we get to just knit it like normal ribbing. So we're just going to, for the next 3 rows, knit 1, purl 1, all the way across. That is it. So 3 rows of ribbing, basically. Okay, so now our shorts are pretty much done. So we're just going to bind it off in like ribbing. So for that, you just like knit 1, purl 1, and then pull it over the same as binding off. And it gives it just like a nice stretchy edge. But yeah, after that we get to like seam it and all that. So all right, here she is. So facing the wrong side together, this is giving skirt. I'm going to seam up the back, so just stitch it to where basically the legs start, the frills. And then once I do that, let me see if I can show you. I'm just going to open it up and then stitch like the legs together like that. So it keeps like its shortness. And this is where keeping like the longer tails, like the longer string pieces on things is really going to come in handy. I've seamed them up and now you can see the back. and I'm just going to turn them right side out. Okay, so this is what the shorts look like. You can add a waistband if you like. I'm just gonna throw some ribbon in there because I think that would be really cute, but you could also just do an I-cord, which would be nice. But yeah, that's basically the shorts. So I'm just going to try them on. A doll, not me. Okay, so this is what these shorts look like all done up. Now this is the shorty short version. So like I said, they're very like bloomery. They're very frilly. It's very fluffy. I think very cute. I'd make them fluffy, especially because like this, I mean, this body is very skinny through the legs, but there are other bodies that are curvier through the legs. But yeah, yeah, this is how this came out. Like I said, free pattern on my website. I might make some more patterns like and do like pattern bundles, but I need to test some designs and stuff first, so we will see. But for now, if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for subscribing. If you're new here, I hope you like the content and consider subscribing. As always, she's standing really weird. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.